Warning, the content in this podcast contains colorful language, spirited conversation, and some good old-fashioned ignorance. So get out of your bag and let's get on with it.
Let's get on with it then. It's your boy, and this is the Cranberry Podcast, the podcast about absolutely nothing. So if there's nothing in your cup, fill it up. Today, you get a treat. We have a guest. My guest is Stacy. How are you, Stacy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm solid. So we were having a discussion earlier about some things, and I kind of wanted to pick your brain about it. But first things first, tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Tell me, what do you do for work?
Okay, for work, I work for the City of Long Beach Police Department.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Put the mic a little closer to your face there. Just a little closer. There.
Is that better?
I don't know. How does it sound in your earphones?
It sounds good.
All right, cool. So you work for the police department, so you're a police officer.
I am not.
You're not a police officer.
I do payroll. Oh, police department.
So you pay them motherfuckers.
Yes.
One day I'm gonna need you to fuck up one of their checks. Just one of them niggas. I just need you to fuck up his whole check. Just get that nigga $2.
Mess up, and they call us, but
good.
Not intentionally. It's just on accident.
Yeah, accident my ass. Fucking officer standoff. Fuck you. Nigga, you getting $2 this week, nigga. That's funny as shit. How long you been doing that?
6 months.
6 months. That's it. 6 months. So you brand new, and you already fucking update checks. I love you.
Yes, I messed up like first payroll week.
I love you. I love you for that, man. Yeah, fuck
they
up more of
that
shit.
Us, but
yeah, fuck them niggas, man. Fuck up more of that shit, man. Fuck up more of them niggas shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially the ones with all them goddamn brutal attack. Whatever those fucking things are, all them ones with the what are those things called? You know what I'm talking about? They have all those complaints. The ones with a lot of complaints. Yeah, fuck they shit up.
The Long Beach Police Department, they have great officers, to be honest.
They have great officers?
Yes.
You're kidding me.
I'm not joking.
I don't believe you.
I see it.
Yeah, I don't believe that. One thing that I noticed when I lived in Long Beach was there were more officers pulling over people on bikes and walking than people in cars.
Probably so. Recently it's changed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How so?
They do less pullovers. So they actually wait until they get a call.
Okay.
Before they, will pull someone over or someone on a bike or a motorcycle.
No shit.
Things have changed.
Well, you know what? I'm glad that things have changed. Go ahead and get them niggas their money then. Go ahead and give them their money.
As they should, yeah.
Nah, as they should. But
I think they should get paid.
Fine. Go ahead and pay them niggas, man. That's what's up. So, what are you drinking? I know you have a drink there. This is a drinking podcast. So, what are we sipping on today? Do you remember the name of my drink that I made you?
It was called... No, I don't.
The drink is working. That one is called Peach Fuzz.
Peach Fuzz.
Yeah, that's one of my creations. Good. Yeah, that's one of Jay's Bar and Chill's little creations.
Jay's Bars and Chill.
Jay's Bar and Chill. So I am not gonna do a history at all on this beverage. It is vodka in there, and we've already done vodka. Vodka, I'll just give you a little brief history. Vodka was created by the same guy that created the periodic table.
Really?
Same guy. Periodic law.
Okay.
Yeah, same guy, Russian guy. And vodka actually is Russian. It was named after the Russian word for water, which is Voda.
Shit, you're
VODA.
kidding.
No,
What?
dead ass. Dead ass. So the Russian word for water is Voda, VODA, and that's where vodka came from.
Wow.
Named after it. Yeah. That's the history.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's what you sipping on some Russian shit, and you know, Ivan the Terrible had a little something to do with that. I don't know if you know Ivan the Terrible. No. Okay.
No.
So anyway, yeah, it's vodka is, you know, made in Russia, if you will. Not made in Russia, but you know, it was like their national drink. Now, does the United States have a national drink?
I would say no.
No, I don't think so either. If we did have one, it'd be like water or something, or beer. I don't know.
It would probably be beer.
You think so? Yeah,
I
maybe.
think it's beer.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that does beer like us or has like the vast selection of beer that we have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So beer is like Coors and.
Yeah. You know what? I learned something new just the other day. Budweiser owns like so many beers.
Yes.
That you don't even know. Elysian, they own so many companies. It's a monopoly. Somebody should do something. Somebody should do something. Call the authorities. It's nuts. I'm just drinking some tequila. I'm not gonna tell you which one, because unless a nigga pay me, I'm not gonna like tell you.
You're not gonna promote it.
I'm not promoting brands. Nah, fuck that shit. Send me a check, nigga. Or I'm gonna send you an invoice. One of the two. Something gotta have it, nigga. I need some money. Anyway, so we were discussing like dating and shit like that, and you were telling me that you are on some sort of like Facebook thing where, you know, it's men and women, and it sounded like gender wars. Tell me more about that.
It's on Facebook, and it's Black Singles Meet.
Black Singles Meet. So like kind of like Black People Meet, but just Black Singles Meet. Is it the same company?
I don't know.
I think it's MG Group or something like that.
I don't know.
No? Okay.
But it's just on Facebook.
All right. Tell me more about this.
And, you know, it's a bunch of people all across the country.
Okay.
And they post questions to each other, and people get an opportunity to respond. And a lot of the questions are, you know, they promote or they get people talking about, you know, it's really men against women. You know, guys will say, guys will post like, oh, post a selfie of yourself with no makeup, no weave, no braids, no this, no that.
Yeah.
I want to see you 100% natural.
All natural.
All natural.
And how do you feel about that?
I feel that if a woman wants to have a weave, she should have a weave if it makes her feel good.
Okay.
What's wrong with it? I
don't think there's anything wrong with it. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with having the weave. But I got to defend my fellas. And I'm going to, well, of course, I have to ask the question. Why can't we see you with the natural shit? Why not? What are you hiding?
Eventually,
what are you hiding?
You know, when you take your weave out, or if you take your wig off, you'll see her eventually in her naturalness, if you want to say that. But what's wrong with it? You know, they talk about things, even nails.
They don't like nails?
Yeah.
Men don't like to see women with nice nails?
Yeah. Acrylic nails, no this, no that, nothing.
Those guys are weird.
I agree. Men are weird.
But you know what? At the same time, I kind of feel them niggas because, like, you got them fucking fake nails, and under your nails could be nasty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, show up and then under their nails look like
never seen
they've been
before.
Digging holes with them fucking hands? Like, nigga, are you washing your ass? Because that shit look nasty.
I've never seen that.
You gotta be kidding me. No. I don't think you're paying attention. Pay attention. Next time you are somewhere, pay attention.
When do you look under a woman's nails?
Oh, 100%.
Really?
That's like one of the first things I do. Like, I'm looking. Because, okay, I'll tell you this. Because this is a fact. If under your nails are dirty, you ain't wash your ass. You ain't wash your ass. That is 100% a fact.
That's not true.
So
how does the conversation go with you to know, for you to look under her nails?
How does the conversation go?
How does that go?
I don't need a conversation. If I'm in your presence, I'm looking at the nails.
But how do you look under her nail? Do you hold her hand and then flip her hand over
No.
say?
That's what I mean. When you got them fucking acrylics on, I can't tell how nasty you is. Yeah, take them shits off. Let me see. What you doing? What's happening under there?
There's nothing happening under there.
Something happening under there. I need to know how often you wash your ass. That's true.
I've never seen a woman have dirty nails.
I have. More than one occasion. Like, and it's a turn off immediately. Like, yo, you nasty bitch.
Did you tell her to go wash your hands?
Absolutely not. Please don't go wash your hands. That's trickery. That's fucking trickery. Yeah. You fucking don't try to trick me. Your nails is nasty because your ass is nasty. You ain't wash your ass today. No. If a woman's under her nails, if they are like just every single one of them, oh yeah, she nasty.
I've never seen that or witnessed that, but
yeah, it's gross, man. It's gross. I'm not a germaphobe. I wouldn't even say that, but I just pay attention to like little shit, and that's one of the things that I do pay attention to is nails and shit. So anyway, back to the subject. So these people are attacking each other on Facebook.
Yes.
How? Like, give me another example. Like, okay, they don't want hair and nails and shit. Give me another example.
It would be like, the guys would post things like, why do women only want to date guys who are over 6 feet tall?
Yeah.
And, or women saying that I want a man who, is not, who works, has his own house, who has his own this, has his own, all these requirements. And it just goes back and forth. It's like the black woman and black man can't come to an agreement like, hey, we can get along. We can have great relationships. Yeah. It's always like, man, don't do this. Or woman, have pussy that stank. Or
oh, shit. Holy
this guy was
shit.
talking about like, he had an experience where a woman had a BBL.
Yeah.
And he's like, if a woman doesn't take care of herself and she has a BBL, she smells salty.
Her pussy smells salty because she got a BBL?
Yes, that's what he said.
What does salt smell like?
I was like, I don't even know what he meant, but he said that she smelled like salty.
I'm
and then
not sure.
Other guys were like, oh, yeah, that's true. I've experienced that. And
what the fuck does salt smell like? I'm going to have to go get some salt and give it a sniff.
Maybe he meant like a sour smell. I don't know.
Oh, that's not salt, buddy.
I don't know what he meant by that. But nonetheless, it's a lot of that back and forth about, black men having something negative to say about black women and black women having negative things to say about black men.
Well, yeah. And being that it is a black singles meet.
Black singles.
Yeah. So of course it's gonna be that, but I believe in a general sense, if this forum was open to all nationalities, I think you would see far more complaints coming from white women
to black men,
to men. Period. This I believe. Why is that? Turn the pod off, white women, because I am about to attack. So, white women are just really fucking bitchy. They bitch about everything. Every fucking thing. Like literally everything. So, is it
the race, or is it just women in general?
I think it's the race.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's far more, well, from what I see, and it's my opinion and I'm allowed to have it. I just see far more white women complaining about the smallest of things. And I've also seen black women. I've seen every race complain about the smallest of things, just so we're clear. But by and large, per capita, there are more white women who complain about like just little dumb shit. I mean, literally, you got earrings on. I don't know about that. Like, yeah, bitch, I like my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for a man to be on there, a black man,
yeah,
because I'm always defend my black people. For a black man to be on there is having something negative to say about black women, I agree with you. This is bullshit. And in reverse. However, I'm okay with it for the simple fact that, we are all allowed to have our opinions. We're all allowed to have our own, like, the way we see things, you know, and our preferences. So, you know, I'm not gonna kill them for it, and I'm not really gonna like say, oh, it's, you know, I don't like this black on black, you know, kind of a thing. But I agree that we should all be more positive, and, you know, like fucking roses and shit. You know what I mean?
I think that, you know, I agree with what you said,
Sure.
some of it, but I think that for the difference is Black people put it out on social media, right?
Okay.
The dislike we have against, you know, Black men always saying something negative about a Black woman. Black women always saying something negative about a Black man.
Yeah.
You see that on social media, but there's no white singles meet. And you know,
Sure there is.
Well, I'm saying there is, but they're not saying, oh, white men only do this. You know, white women only do that. You see this type of comments in like the Black culture where we were quick to put each other down versus lift each other up. It is like, no, I want a girl who's all natural. I want her to have natural hair, no acrylic nails. But then you go googly eyes over a girl who has weave, who has fake boobs.
Because you got all that ass, though.
But you go crazy for it.
Fuck yeah. I want to squeeze that. I want to squeeze some of that shit.
That's the point.
I want to squeeze all of that.
It's kind of like, it's like almost like it's like a double standard, you know?
Okay, so, well, double standard how? Give me more.
It's like, well, let me rephrase it. So a Black man, right?
Yeah.
You see these women on social media who have the weave.
Sure.
And you're like, oh, that's okay. That looks good. She has the ass. She has the butt. She has the makeup.
Sure.
Right? But then you go on a singles dating website and you're like, no, I want my girl to be all natural. I want her hair to be natural. I want her nails to be natural.
Have you seen some of these fucking wigs on these dating sites? These bitches' wigs be pushed to the side. They be like, yo, if you gonna do it, like, you know what I'm saying, make it look natural. That shit right there, that shit
But I think they're just, I mean,
that shit look like Bonquisha did it in her kitchen while she was yelling at the kids.
There's nothing wrong with it. If that makes her feel good.
The one to the side?
The one to the side, backwards. Shit. It doesn't even make a difference.
No, take that shit off. Please. Please, ma'am.
Really?
Can you take that shit off, please? Yo, cut your shit off like Gypsy Rose, bitch. Let's go ahead and
Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose. Buzz that zzz. You need a fucking crew
That's
cut.
another thing. Guys are like, oh, I don't like her with short hair. And
well, that's all preference, though. That's all preference.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with everybody having their preferences. I mean, and if you just feel the need as a bitch ass nigga or a bitch ass bitch or whatever the fuck you are to go onto social media to like express it, then that's just you. Like that, like do you, kid? Like if that's what makes you happy,
the
that's
issue
what makes
is
you happy.
everyone sees it.
Who cares?
Right?
Who cares?
A lot. I care,
but
because
why?
we're like, you know, perpetuating the stereotype
of
Black people,
which is
that Black men don't like Black women and Black women don't like Black men.
No,
like, yeah,
no.
If I were to show
That's
you the
it.
comments in this group, you would think that Black men just are like, ugh, Black women are just no good. They just want you for their money. They wear weaves, they wear wigs, and they're fake.
Okay, well, okay. What I will say is that I'm gonna say a few things. One, it is a Black forum, so you're not gonna see white people in there doing any of these things. Not to say that they wouldn't be doing it. So we are talking about a Black forum. However, when it comes to like what you said about, oh, you know, Black men don't like Black women and Black women don't like Black men. No, the thing is that society in a general sense, the government, the world has villainized Black people generally. So they have made, from a very long time ago, they have made us not like each other. They have made the world not like us. I saw a video years ago where in Australia, because racism is like an American thing, right? That's legit an American thing. Racism is not like everywhere else, not like it is here. It's more prevalent here in the United States. So in Australia, some guy was on the subway in Australia, and he's called a white boy calling a black guy a nigger, and it was just like, that's because of how they set this up. They set this up that way. It's all set up that way. They don't want us because we are the superior race. Sorry, nigga, but we are. And I'm not racist or anything like that, but we're more athletic. You know what I'm saying? Black don't crack. You know what I'm saying? So we are beautiful. Even in our old age. You know what I'm saying? We're smart. We're intelligent. You know what I mean? We're problem solvers. It's not that they hate us. They're threatened by us because we are just so superior in so many ways.
But that doesn't come through. That doesn't come through in social media. And it doesn't matter to me what the government has done or what other people have done. Yeah. It is, we still say things. We still, as a people, do it.
Yeah.
So when we say it, other races can be like, see, I told you so.
But it's a learned behavior.
It's a learned behavior that we have taught ourselves.
No.
Black man cannot just, have these derogatory comments to say about Black women.
Where do those comments come from?
I don't know.
Those comments come from white men.
I just cannot find that to be true.
You got to believe that those comments come from white men. You have to believe that. You have to know that.
But why would I just find that hard to believe that? I don't know. I just feel that, us as a Black race don't take accountability for our actions and what we say. And it's like, you know what? It's time for us to say, oh, well, this is what I was taught, or this is what the white man has done, etc. It's 2024. So, it is time just to change it.
I could not agree with you more on the very last point, and I could not disagree with you more on the first part of that, because when you're taught something, I don't know if you ever really did a deep dive into being brainwashed, but when you're brainwashed, you're brainwashed. That is not something that you can necessarily control. Mm-hmm. That's how you've been socially conditioned. Mm-hmm. So let's go back to late 80s, early 90s. What in that time, how old are you again?
38.
Okay. In that time, what's a beautiful woman on TV?
A white woman.
Blonde hair, fair skin, it's her own fucking hair. Let's just say, even if it's not blonde, it's her long hair, fair skin, nice body type, whatever the case. But that's what they push. This is what a beautiful woman looks like. It wasn't until the late 90s, early 2000s that they started to really push what a Black woman, a sexy Black woman looks like, right? Think about this. This is a trick question. Okay. When did having ass become popular?
Only when Kim Kardashian did it.
Wrong.
When did it become popular?
Jennifer Lopez. When Jennifer Lopez had ass, that's when ass became popular. Now everybody like ass. If you had a big ass, go back to some of those shows.
I know it was bad. It wasn't.
You never saw ass on TV. Yeah. If you even as far back as the early 80s, late 70s, you didn't even see women on TV with big boobs. They would not cast women on TV with huge boobs. Why? Because it's distracting, for one. it wasn't what they were pushing as the attractive woman. Right. But now voluptuous women that's the wave, right? Like everybody wants
someone
ass
that
and
has
titties.
just a big ass.
Yeah, big ass will do it. You ain't got you can have like negative nipples, but if you got ass, like we can go, right? That's the thing. So it's more, just to bring it back to the original point, it's more about being socially conditioned. So I'm not throwing anybody any bail here. Yeah. Not at all. What I am saying is that it's a social conditioning. I don't believe these black people just hate each other because they just hate each other. There's always a reason why things are happening. You can't just hate black women just because you hate black women, right? You can't hate black men because you just hate black men, right? Am I wrong?
I just don't believe that, we can do 100% to, everyone else but ourselves. And we have to hold ourselves accountable for like our experiences.
Sure.
And we can't say, because I saw this on TV, this is what I think is beautiful.
Sure. Yeah.
That's a cop out, and to me, it's like because you can see it on TV, but that TV is not your reality. When you go to click that TV off, you see something different. Mm-hmm. You see black women who have different hair, different hairstyles, different body types. Yeah. So it's just, to me, it just feels like our culture in itself is broken. Like black people are just broken. And instead of being accountable for it and saying, yeah, you know what, we have distorted our own view, it's just a cop out saying, well, that's what they show on TV. That's what I grew up with. I see other races acting different. No. To me, the majority of women act the same. The degree in her character is different, but it's not about race, because you can get a woman who gets pissed off and she goes crazy and she's not considered ghetto.
Italian bitches.
But black woman, she does it. Oh, she's ghetto. She's loud. We put our own labels on it.
You're going to have to rewind that statement.
Why? Why rewind it?
Only because of what you just said right now. Like I'm in agreement with you with some of that point. Like you making good points. But angry black woman, that's not something black people came up with. I'm sorry. You got to look into Hollywood. It's a lot of women. Oh, perfect example. Aunt Viv.
The original Aunt Viv.
The original dark-skinned Aunt Viv. Yeah. Okay. Now, I don't know how much you know about the entertainment industry. I've never been in the entertainment industry. I hear what I hear and then I spew whatever the fuck I heard. Yeah. The death of a career for a black woman is to call her difficult. That is the death of a career in the entertainment industry. Look it up. Mad shit you can find. Yeah. So for a black man to say what Smith. You just said, that's not something that he came up with. Yeah. He didn't come up with that. Yeah. Believe me when I tell you, white people came up with that term. They push it. It's a way to describe that woman now. And then you just go with it. Now, you're 100% correct. We all should, as black people, I've been spitting this for years. As black people, we need to come together. If you look at the other races, they are all at the core level. Sorry. It's all good. At the core level, they got each other's back. Mexicans, think about it. Mexicans, they got each other's back. White people, Jewish, they got each other's back. You feel me? Indian, they got each other's backs. Mm-hmm. Even some Africans, legit Africans, because you know that real Africans don't like us niggas, right? Yeah. So it's the Americanized niggas that we don't like each other. We don't like each other. We cannot come together for anything, for whatever reason. And I don't understand that. But I'm going to say this, and you ain't going to like it. You ain't going to like this shit.
Say it.
You ain't going to like this shit. It comes from our ancestors.
How so?
When slavery was a thing, it's not what they tell you. What they tell you is, oh, you know what? What happened is that, white people went over to Africa and grabbed some niggas, because you saw the movie Roots. Have you ever seen Roots?
Yes.
Okay. White people came over to Africa and gathered up and abducted all of these black people and made them slaves. Mm-hmm. That is not what happened. That is not what happened. What actually happened was, in Africa, there were different tribes. Yeah. And those tribes sold black people. Black people sold black people to white people for like guns and, food and shit, whatever. And that's where, deep down, I know you don't want to believe that, and a lot of people don't want to believe that. A lot of people are like, oh, it's 2024, nigga. But we're not all the same. If we were all the same, how could we be different? If we were all the same, how could you know what's different? We're all the same. How could you know something different? The only thing that makes us different is being different. Go ahead.
So when will we, and I'm not saying that it's an excuse, or I'm not, doing anything like how Kanye West did it or anything like that. But I'm saying, at one point, will we stop using that as the reason why?
We can't.
We can stop, because we know it's wrong. We can stop. We just choose not to. It is easier to just, go with what we've been, brainwashed or taught or whatever. Sure. It's easy to do that. But like, when will it stop? We know the history.
No. A lot of people do not know that.
Some people don't know the history, right? Some people don't know the history. Yeah. But still, at the end of the day, when I see the comments that people are making, and black men are saying to, black women, and black women are saying to black men, I'm like, and some of it comes from experience. Okay. Right. Every race has had challenging dating, right, issues or experiences, right? Absolutely. I've dated other races. I've had not so good experiences.
Right.
But it's like, we're so quick to put each other down. And when another race, because in that black singles group, there are other races in there.
Okay.
They allow other races. Okay. Which I mean, that's a whole other topic. But it is just like,
you think them white people gonna get in there and say so? Look at this nigga right here.
I just don't understand why, if it's a black singles date, are there any other races in there?
Exactly.
Why would the administrator allow another race in there?
Because we have to be inclusive.
No, we don't have to be inclusive.
We do.
No, we don't.
The reason we have to be inclusive, because if it was happening on the other end, there'd be motherfuckers out there fucking picketing and protesting all over the fucking place about that shit. So you got to be fair on both sides.
I would agree to disagree.
White singles meet and you get a nigga and nigga, you out of there.
But it is not even, I mean, only minorities or whatever have Latin single meet, black people. We only are the ones that have that type of stuff.
But why?
I don't know why.
You do know why.
I don't know why.
You do know why.
I don't even see a purpose in this group anymore because it's not functioning. It's just a random, throwback Thursday. Show a picture of, your ass. And a whole bunch of women would post pictures of their ass. What's the name of that site again? Oh, yeah. Go ahead and pull it up. And one time this lady posted a picture of herself in full-on lingerie.
Ooh.
It was not ooh.
Oh, it was gross?
Not ooh. To me, I was like,
She look nasty? See, look at you attacking black women right now. See? Look at you attacking a black woman right now. Look at you. But I cannot believe you right now.
But the thing is, like, how can you say, here I am, but only send respectful comments? Only be respectful. And you post in sexy lingerie. what guy is going to say, "Hi, my name is Chris. I would like to get to know you better"?
I would.
That's bullshit.
I mean, I'm not going to say I'm Chris. I might, but I wouldn't. My name is Geronimo. Let me jump off that ass. I might come with some weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? But still, well, I mean, you posted the picture, right? But yeah, like I might want to get to know you better.
Really?
I'm going to tell you why. Because a smart nigga like me is going to just, when you post a picture like that, I'm going to assume that you've gotten nothing less than just like a barrage of niggas trying to like say, oh yeah, I want to hit that ass, basically, in a general sense. So, of course, I'm going to come in and be the outlier. Hey, how you doing? What do you think about Code Fusion? You know what I'm saying?
And then you become a bad dating experience.
I do?
Yeah.
I never become a bad dating.
Because
I'm a great
she like,
dating
he
experience.
came in all nice and he was a gentleman and then
I hit that ass and I was like, get up out of here.
And then you said
deuces. You know, I got shit to do in the morning. You know? Fuck yeah. Like, yeah, because like, yo, well, so you're right. Generally speaking, yes, you're right. That's 100% correct. That's 100% correct. Yeah. Well, but okay, so in that, but when you, okay, so what I'm saying is that when you post a picture like that, do you believe when you post a picture like that, you should be treated a certain way?
I think that you should be, you should expect certain comments.
I agree. Agreed.
Not that you're treated a certain way, but you should expect to be inboxed certain comments.
Agreed.
Because you are posting a lingerie picture. So no guy or man, I feel, with good intentions is going to be interested in anything more than, damn, I just want to hit it.
I want to hit that and quit that.
How could you be offended by it? I mean, there's girls posting like their ass and thongs, and it is just, it became it's just not the best experience.
Okay. Full circle.
Okay.
If that's what makes that woman feel good, why do you give a fuck?
I don't think that is what makes her feel good. I think that she is doing it. No, I think she is doing it for attention.
Okay.
I just think that she needs some sort of attention or like validation.
Fair enough.
To post in a group where there's people all over the country. You don't even know half of these people. You don't know anybody.
Yeah.
And the person says, a random person says, post a picture of your backside. Throwback.
And then she throw it back? Is she throwing it back?
Yeah.
She throwing it back? Is there like, video?
I'll find the post for you.
Is there video?
It's a picture.
Oh, because I want to like.
It's a picture of a girl. She's black, of course. Yeah. She has on like boy shorts.
Okay. Oh shit.
Yeah, and she's like, you know, in your house you can have a pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I get a pole in here? Off topic.
I think you should.
I should get a pole in here. I'm putting the pole in.
Yeah.
I'm putting the pole in. Next time you come by, we're going to do the pole thing, and we're going to video you do the pole thing. That's what the room
is missing. I walked in, I'm like,
It's missing a pole. It's missing a pole.
That's all you need. It's a pole. You got the light.
I mean, we got one pole in here, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for the antics. But, yo, we need to get a pole in here.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, back to the thing. All right. So I'm gonna challenge you in the sense of when women wear their weaves. Okay? Because that's where it started. Yeah. Women wear their weaves. Men want to see it all natural. Yeah. Think about that in you're wearing lingerie. You need to put some clothes on. Right?
Yeah.
Same idea. Because like you said, your initial statement was, well, maybe that weave makes her feel maybe that's where she gets her confidence, or maybe that's, whatever the case is. Yeah. This could bode the same for the woman with the lingerie. It makes her feel good. Listen, there are men, legit men, who are walking around here with jeans, Timbs, t-shirt, fucking backwards cap on, thong on. Women's thong. Women's thong. Dead ass.
Okay.
Makes him feel comfortable.
Okay.
Makes him feel whatever the fuck it makes him feel. Okay?
Yeah.
It's just comedy for niggas like me.
He's not going around showing his thong.
Bullshit. I'll tell you why. Bullshit. Me and my sister went to Santa Barbara one time, right?
Okay.
There's wine tasting and shit going on out there on State Street. Mm-hmm. But right down the street, there's a pier. Mm-hmm. Okay? So we went to the pier to grab something to eat. You know what I mean? There was some restaurants and shit on the pier. So we sitting at the restaurant and we sitting by the window and shit. And then, I'm like right here. And then I look over at the bar and I'm like, yo, look at my man at the bar. She turned and looked. My man got a thong going, 100% woman's thong. He just got on regular fucking jeans and a t-shirt, but thong is out. It was pink.
He's living his best life.
I'm telling you, it made him feel comfortable.
Yes.
We laughed our ass off.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the fun. I couldn't stop laughing. We were laughing our ass. I'm gonna laugh in a minute thinking about it. But my point is that, just because I just want to challenge the fact that you say, oh, men are saying certain things about women with their weaves and shit like that, and that makes her comfortable. Baby girl in the goddamn lingerie, that makes her comfortable. Let's love her. Let's show her love. And acceptance.
Why would that make her comfortable? Why would posting a picture? So the difference is that you could walk around every day in a weave, and you can walk around with braids or acrylic nails.
Sure.
But you don't walk around every day in public just in lingerie.
You could.
I mean, if you're on Century Boulevard.
Nope.
Right?
You could. You can walk anywhere with lingerie on.
Choices.
Still.
Choices.
Still. But that's my point. See, you're killing the black woman or the woman in a general sense for wearing the lingerie, but but honestly, and then you defend the weave.
The reason why I didn't agree with the lady that has lingerie on is because she posted the picture of her lingerie self, right? Okay. In lingerie. Okay. She went to the malls have the little picture places. Oh yeah. That is where she went. It looks
glamour shots.
Yeah. Okay. And then she posts a picture and then she says, "Be nice, no derogatory or rude comments."
I'm okay with her saying that because she knows she's gonna get them. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like she knows she's gonna get them, so she's just putting a disclaimer out there, yo, please don't.
She did.
I know you're gonna do it, but please don't.
She did it for attention.
Okay. Yeah, I'll agree with you.
So that is different from someone saying, I don't want, show your natural self. Show yourself, without a weave, without acrylics, or without a wig.
Why is it
without
different?
Makeup?
Why is that different?
Because that's my everyday self.
Oh, so show me with your clothes on.
What?
Show me you with your clothes on, right? Is what you saying? It's okay it's not okay for a motherfucker to be like, show me your natural self without the weave.
It is not okay,
but it's okay to be like, show me with your clothes on.
It's not okay if I put it to you this way.
Sure.
If people have issues with Instagram hotties, right? Posting themselves in sexy pictures, people are like, oh, that's so taboo, blah, 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 whatever. But then this lady can post a picture of herself on a group dating site. Mm-hmm. This is not, I'm posting a picture on my page.
Yeah.
She posted in a group dating site for everyone to see.
Makes her comfortable.
No, it makes her, she just needed attention.
Gives her confidence.
It may have given her confidence.
Why are you mad at her confidence, though?
I'm disappointed in her confidence.
Why?
Because she should have just kept that like, oh, maybe for my partner or whatever, like send that picture.
That doesn't give her confidence, though.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. I get why you're asking me this.
Yeah.
But there is a difference between posting a picture of yourself in lingerie on a single group's dating site.
Sure.
And there's a opposite end of a man saying, only show me this. Only showing me your natural self. Only show me this. Well, she just did it for whatever confidence, or she wanted attention or whatever.
Well,
but she still had on makeup. Yeah. She still had a weave.
Yeah.
She still had all that on. But she posted, there's nothing wrong with it.
No.
Then what's wrong with a woman wearing makeup? What's wrong with a woman wearing weaves and wigs? And
that is exactly my point. This is how I look at everything, just to wrap it all up. Listen, we all do things to make us feel however it makes us feel. If we want to feel good, then we're going to do those things. A lot of us, not all of us, are not going to do things to intentionally make us feel bad. Women wear wigs because it makes them feel good. Women wear weaves because it makes them feel good. Women wear and we're all, and in a general sense, just so we're clear, we are posting these things. It's an internet world now, so whatever we're doing, we're posting it. Women also wear lingerie to make themselves feel good. In a general sense, we're all just doing whatever the fuck it takes to make ourselves feel good and accepted. We all want to feel good. We all want to be accepted. And that's all the young lady was doing. Do I agree that this is where I disagree with her wearing the lingerie? You're wearing lingerie. You're posting it on a site. You expect. Expectation is key here. Your expectation is to get no negative comments. That's dumb. First of all, you're going to get negative comments. 2, if you're on that dating site to find a man to marry, that's not the man you're not the woman he's looking to marry. Right. You're already showing him what you're looking for. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you post yourself looking like that on the site, I'm a man. If I look at that, my thought is, oh, you trying to fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You trying to sit on his dick. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking.
Exactly what I thought.
I don't disagree with you there. But the only part that I do disagree with is the fact that, you know what? It makes her feel comfortable. It gives her confidence. It does something for her, you know? And maybe you're 100% right. She's just doing it for attention. She only wants to fuck. She's trying to, tweak the system and get a bunch of messages or whatever the fuck the case is. But maybe that makes her feel good. You know?
Possibly, yeah.
That's that. All I'm saying is there is a possibility. I don't know the lady. Never saw the post. I'm just saying that the way I look at things, we all do things to make ourselves feel comfortable. Yeah. That's what we all do. I don't think she would have got up there and did that because she was uncomfortable. Oh, that's the worst thing that could happen during a pod. Is my fucking phone going off. I'm sorry, pod people. I apologize. I'm going to turn my ringer off. You were supposed to do that ahead of time. Pre-pro didn't happen. So anyway, with that said, I think that was a very good topic that you brought to the pod today. That was a really good topic that you brought to the pod. And I'll also say this. I don't disagree with you with a lot of the things you said. I agree with you almost 100%. My job on this pod is to just give the other side. We just to make it clean, we all cannot just look at things one way. There are different sides to everything, and we're all different. All of us are different. I accept anybody doing anything at any time as long as they are not harming anyone else.
Yeah.
You do you, boo boo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Do you. As long as you're not harming nobody else, I'm sorry to say this, I'm not cutting it out either. I don't care if you harming yourself. Harm the fuck out yourself.
Oh, no.
Listen.
Oh, no.
I'm not, listen. All I'm saying is this. Mm-hmm. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. Just as long as you're not harming anyone else, do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's really that simple. And I don't judge in that way. And that's why my genuine demeanor is the way it is. Because, you know, I don't judge people like, yo, oh, that's what you're doing? Motherfucker told me the other day he done drank a woman's piss. Okay? I don't judge. Like, yo, that's you, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
But you didn't tell him that was like unsafe?
No, why would I do that?
Because sometimes people can do whatever they want.
Sure.
But sometimes you need someone in your corner to be like, that's not a good idea. Do you know how
that nigga's not my friend?
But do you know how unhealthy that is to drink someone else's pee? Do you know from a different perspective what it looks like you posting yourself in lingerie? Sometimes you need that person to be like, hey, I don't think you should do that. Everyone is free to do what they want.
Sure.
But you also need someone in your corner to be like, I don't think that's a good idea.
I agree.
I don't think you should drink. I don't think you should drink someone's pee. That could make you really sick. Like,
I don't think you should do it either. I think that could make you sick. I agree.
Yeah, but see, and that's the thing. I'm the type of person that will tell you, I don't think that's a good idea.
No, I'm my motherfucking business. That's your business, bro. Like I said, look, who does it hurt if he drinks that pee?
Himself.
Nigga, do you?
But I'm always going to be that person to tell you, like, I just don't think that's a good idea. Even if you don't ask me for my opinion, I'm going to tell you, like, hey, because at the end of the day, when you're laying in bed at night, I hope you say, damn, she told me drinking pee was not a good idea. I'm
not doing that. Fuck that. I'm minding my own fucking business. You like drinking piss, bro? Nigga, bottoms up. Bottoms up, kid.
I don't think you should do that. Like, that's not good. Like,
I don't care. I don't think you should do it either. I think that shit is gross. I told him that shit was nasty, but I'm like, yo, you do you, fam. Like, yo, it's all you.
Disgusting.
To us it's disgusting. Not to him.
It is disgusting. No, just in us. A general sense.
No, wrong.
Drinking pee
if it was disgusting, if it was disgusting over the board, then he wouldn't have done it.
Maybe he just hasn't. Like, sometimes people need to be told, like, dude, that's nasty.
What? These are fucking adults. These are not children.
Matter. Like, people
matters.
just need to
that's
be told.
Bullshit.
Like, I don't know. I'm always going to be that person to say, hey, like, I don't think you should do it. You know, it doesn't look good.
You just telling random strangers what to do with their bodies?
No, I don't. If it's online and I see something, like, and I just like, whoa, that's like crazy. Like, I am going to be the person very politely say, like, hey, like, I don't know why you did it, but I you know how she posted the picture and then I added her, like, at whatever her name is.
The one with the lingerie, you added her?
Yeah, and I
just so you could fucking preach.
No, not so I could preach. Okay. So I told her, I said, you know what? Like, you look very pretty. But I think that's a picture you should have saved for, like, an intimate partner. You didn't post this in a way that makes you look good.
Bad idea.
She needed to hear it. She just.
Do you think you're the only person in her life?
No.
Then it should be someone she loves to tell her that.
Well, she didn't post it on her family group. I mean, she posted it on Black Singles Meet.
You believe that she posted this picture on Black Singles Meet and no one that knows her knows that she gets down like this?
I completely agree. She did that.
Yeah.
She didn't go through her bestie. She didn't check with nobody else. I think she did it and just like, you know, you're sitting there like, I'm going to do it. I look good. I'm going to just do it. She hit send and was just like.
And nobody knew about it but the people online.
Guaranteed 110%.
How many people have you showed your online profile to? How many of your girlfriends?
My online what profile? Like
whatever profile that you use online to date.
Like a dating profile? Mm-hmm. I've showed my friends.
You don't think she showed her friends?
That lingerie picture?
Yes, ma'am.
No. Do I think that she... Do I think that... No. I say this. Do I think that she told her friends she's going to post her lingerie picture on a group dating chat on Facebook?
Yes.
No.
You're
because
nuts.
She's going to have one sensible friend that's going to be like, girl, don't do that.
And what do you think that friend's going to say?
Don't do that.
And then what do you think she's going to say to that friend?
Hopefully
bitch, fuck you. This is what I'm doing. She's off. She's obviously fucking nuts. And I'm sorry to say this. Birds of a fucking feather.
But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hopefully find the picture of the lingerie picture. I'm going to find it for you. And then when I show you, then you tell me if she should have posted it.
Pass. Hard fucking pass. Hard fucking pass. I don't want to see that shit. I do not want to see it. I can imagine there's folds and shit happening here. I don't want to see it. I'm good. I'll take your word for it.
I'm going to show you.
No, I'll take your fucking word for it. I'm good, fam.
You're no
thank you. No, thank you.
She needed to do it.
No, thank you. Hey, I think you should do whatever the fuck makes you happy. If you want to push your fat fucking ass all on with lingerie on and you looking like fucking Big Willie,
someone should have told her. I
think somebody did. You don't know because neither one of us actually know this young lady. But I 100% believe deep down in my heart and my soul that she has a friend that she showed it to. And I will take that a step further. The friend she showed it to is just as fucking ratchet and was like, yeah, girl, post that shit. The neck bob, and she was grabbing air and all kind of shit. She was snatching air. She was snatching air like, yeah, girl, do that thing. Yeah, I guarantee that shit happened. Now, I don't know. That none of that could have happened. She could have told nobody. She could have did it in secrecy and was just hoping nobody she knew found out. But like everybody's on dating sites today, man. Like there's no way you're going to get away from it. I've seen my own cousins on dating sites. I actually matched with my cousin one time. Dead ass. I was like, damn, you kind of sexy. Like what? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Tasha, fuck is you doing? We fam, bitch. If you don't get off this fucking side, yeah, that's accident. On accident, like you look familiar. Like, you look mad familiar. Did I beat already? No, nigga, we was at the funeral together. You remember Bernice? Yeah. Like, whoa. Oh shit. Oh shit. Like if you don't get up out of here, we taking this to the grave.
See? That's why you gotta be careful.
Yeah, dead ass, man. Dead ass, but that's what I'm saying, man. But like generally speaking, that's why I just don't judge people, and I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like I don't bang no gavels over here. I just don't. Everybody do you, man. Do what makes you happy. Just as long as you're not hurting nobody else, then I don't care what you do, because the way that I feel about it is whatever the fuck I do is whatever the fuck I do. I don't need your advice. I know what I'm doing. And if it makes me happy, fuck you. I don't care how you feel about it. That's what I'm doing because it makes me happy. Is it hurting you? Is it affecting you at all? Does it affect your money? Does it affect your life, your lifestyle? Does it do any of that to you? No. All it's affecting is your eyeballs. Get up out of there then.
I agree with you. I agree that, you know, if it's not harming anyone, if you're not harming yourself, do it.
Yep.
But I also think that when you post things, be ready for the comments. And sometimes
100%.
people are not ready for the comments, and then that can send them down like, you know, a rabbit hole.
Sure.
And that's why I'm always a person like, don't, you know, I don't think you should post it. Like, you know, delete it. Like, you're going to get these comments and they're not going to be nice.
Yep.
And then I also support people who post things that are very good, and you also have the negative comments. But that lady, when she posted that, the girl who posted the picture of herself in a boy short and a pole, I'm like, I mean, she was bent over. Like, it was like very like almost pornographic. And I'm like,
oh shit, did you see a lip? Was there did a lip peek out?
It was almost
a lip peeked
like,
out.
It was like,
now that picture I'll gladly
I'm sure you
take
would.
a look at if you got it
for you.
Okay.
But it was just like, it is just certain things that I don't think people are ready for the negative comments. Because those can be very hurtful. And that's what I just try to stop people like, hey, you should stop it. Because seeing the negative comments can really impact you. Yeah, you can do what you want, live your life, but then also be ready for those comments. And those can hurt worse.
You're the voice of reason.
Yeah, I try to be.
Reason. Nothing wrong with that. I agree that we should all have somebody in our lives to tell us when we fucking up. You know what I mean? I think we all need somebody. There's nobody out there is perfect. Nobody's out there fucking killing it. So we all need somebody to tell us when we're fucking up. And sometimes, because again, like I said, I just need to give the other half. But sometimes that can hit harder when it comes from a stranger.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's not that I disagree with what you do, even though I personally disagree with it. But again, in order for me to be the well-rounded, all-inclusive, I also have to say that, I understand why somebody would do it. I do understand why somebody would do it. Would I do it? No. Do I agree with it? Absolutely not. But only because that's my personal preference. Yeah. But I do understand why somebody would do it. I can't necessarily in this moment think of a time when a stranger told me something and it resonated. I'm just saying that I can't in this moment. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. What I am saying is that in this moment I can't think of it. But sometimes coming from a stranger, it can hit a little harder, man.
Yeah, I agree. And I've had people tell me things that I didn't know them very well, but it's just from the outside looking in. Yeah. And it is true that sometimes the information you get or advice you get from someone who doesn't know you is the most genuine. Okay. Because a lot of times the people in your circle will just give you information they know you want to hear. And then someone on the outside is like, nah, that don't even look good. Yeah, that don't even sound right. That's not even right for you. Why are you doing it? So I've had that happen to me, and I'm always open to it. So that's why I give it to others. Even if it's something you didn't ask for, something you didn't initiate, I'm going to tell you. Because hopefully at night, when you're laying in bed, you're like, damn, she did tell me that.
I'm going to listen to that lady.
I'm going to listen. It's just a little bit of advice from someone, I don't know you, you don't know me, but just looking at it, don't post that picture.
Don't post that picture.
That's not cool.
Don't post that picture.
Don't post that picture.
Were you jealous?
No.
Not at all?
First, I love, and I'm not a lesbian, but I love women, and I empower women, and I think it's very sexy and sensual for a woman to post a pic, and she looks genuinely good, and she looks happy doing it. Do you know what I mean? And you can tell it comes from a place of empowerment.
How? How can you tell that?
How can I tell it's a place of empowerment? Yeah. Because it's not like provocative.
But I don't agree, because just because it's not provocative doesn't. If it is provocative, can it still be empowering?
It can.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I just wanted to make that clear.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. It is just, you can look at a picture and be like, damn, that's hot. She's sexy. But it is like, you can tell someone feels empowered in a picture. Like, you feel yourself, you feel confident, you feel sexy. Right. You can tell that. And I'm all about empowering women.
I hope so.
I like it.
You tearing this bitch down right now.
No, but
you let her fucking have it.
I am letting her
have it. Bitch, put some clothes on.
Put some clothes on. Wow. Because it's not the right platform. You're on a singles dating site.
I bet she got a lot of messages.
But probably not the messages maybe she wanted just to get some deep that night. Maybe she did.
If she posted that picture, she know what the fuck she's doing. She didn't expect Pastor Charles to come in like, God said. Yeah, no, she didn't expect that. She expected somebody to pop into her fucking DMs with a fucking sausage pic, like, look at this sausage though. And she probably took that sausage. You know what I mean? More than likely. Ate it up. Probably. That's her thing though. And if that's what makes you feel good, that somebody jumped into your DMs and was like, yeah, I want to beat that. Here's my fucking meat. Take a look. And then she even went and sat on that meat. Did you wear a condom?
What difference does it make?
It makes a difference, because in that sense, if you have something and you're giving it to this young man, I'm just saying if, not to say that she does, but if you have something and you're giving it to this young man, now you're affecting someone else. Mm-hmm. That's my thing. Mm-hmm. If you went over there and you sat on that meat and you fucking wore and it was all safe, do you? Boo boo. Yeah, you know what I mean? Do you? Yeah. Long as nobody is affected by your fuckery, hey man, do your shit. Yeah. Do your fucking shit. I couldn't care less, man. Long as that shit ain't gonna affect me, we good, bro.
Yeah. I guess I just have a higher standard, and I thought that this site, that the group I'm a part of, I just thought it would have a higher standard. But really, they just let anybody in to post whatever they want, and it just become like a typical Black dating site now. It's just typical. It's typical antics, typical topics, women showing ass, men saying, "Oh, that look good," you know. It's typical.
Well, can we not say it's a typical Black site and just say it's a typical dating site? Can we say that?
No, we can't.
We can't.
No, we can't.
So it's a typical Black site.
It's a typical Black.
Why is it typical? What makes it typical and specific to Black people generally?
Because it's typical Black. It's things that Black people typically talk about. Ass, right? Body for man.
Sure.
Women talking about, oh, a man need to have money. He need to have this. He need to have that. It is like cars. You can't have no kid. I mean, it's the typical Black conversation. It is.
I disagree.
I have to show you it. Because if I show you it, you will see, oh, yeah, this is. Every topic, every post is about body. It's about show me your ass, show me your feet, show me your legs, show me this.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
On a white site, let's just say there was a white-only site, okay? What do you think they would be talking about?
I have no idea because I haven't seen one.
Right. So, with that said, it's very difficult for me to accept, oh, it's a Black site and they only talking about Black shit. Because one thing that I know, and I guess I have been on white sites, but
you've been on white sites before? What is a white site?
Like what is that one? It's I forget the name of it right now. Okay. I'll tell you probably later once I remember. But it's mostly just white people on there. Okay. It is. It's like there's like almost no Tinder? Black people. No, there's Black people on Tinder. I forget the name of it right now, but I will tell you. Anyway, one thing that I know for sure is that, and I'll ask you before I even tell you, when it comes to white men, what is the one part of a woman's body that they just fucking drool over?
I mean, just from my experience, it's usually breasts. So white men drool over boobs. Now, if you've ever been, you're not ever going to be accepted into one of those circles for you to be able to see the fuckery. But I can guarantee you got white men in there having the same conversations, only they talking about tits. Like, yo, I need you to pull them titties out or whatever the fuck they say, you know. But all you know is because Black shit, because that's where you're accepted. But you don't know what these white people are saying to each other, and they probably tearing each other down just as much. 110%. They not over there, hey, Bob, you're looking good today. It's not a lot of that. I mean, it's not all just that, you know. The word Karen came from a place. You dig me? Yeah.
Because them bitches complain about anything. So I can only imagine on a dating site what that looks like.
I mean, all women have complaints, right?
That's my point.
That's just the thing. All women have complaints.
That's my point.
But my experience, I mean, I have not been a part of multiple dating. I mean, I'm on different dating sites. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. But this is my first time being on something that is Black singles meet.
Sure.
So my experience has been very tainted and very like, damn, like, because I'm seeing Black people from all over the country talk about just
ass and titties.
ass and titties, and women are like, oh, you gotta be over 6 feet, you gotta be this, you gotta be that, and I'm just like,
I don't agree with that 6 feet shit because I'm not all the way there. I'm like 5'11", so I'm like a little biased on that. Like, fuck you bitches, fuck all you bitches with that 6 foot shit. God damn it, at least us 5'11" niggas, we get it done
6 feet, you gotta be this. I mean, it's just in my experience.
What about 5'11"?
I just had a very tainted experience.
I understand that. No, I get that. I get that 110%. That your experience based on the site, and all you can do is comment on the site. And I understand where you're coming from because your heart's in the right place. What you want is for Black people to be more united in a general sense, and I agree with that 110%. I couldn't agree more. We should be more united. We should have more of a union than we do, and we don't. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. And history has played a huge role in that. No matter how much we want to disregard it, it can't be disregarded. To be perfectly honest with you, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to get really real with you for a second, the white man wants you to disregard it. That's exactly what he wants you to do. He wants you to say exactly what they've been saying for years. Oh, it's 2024 now. There ain't no such thing as racism no more. And then you see the man get shot down because he fucking reached for his cell phone or some weirdo shit like that. Or Sandra Bland or whatever the fuck, whoever that, I forget her name, but you see all these things that happen on TV, and all they keep saying is, oh, it ain't no such thing as racism anymore. It's X, Y, and Z, my nigga, but it's still popping. Okay. And all those feelings that we have, and the way we grew up, and the way that we were socially conditioned, and the way the world was socially conditioned to hate Black people because we look different, it's not something that you can just disregard and say, oh yeah, no, nigga, but it's a new day. That doesn't mean anything because there's still motherfuckers out there who still live by that bullshit. They still do. You got all these Trump supporters, not to say that all Trump supporters are racist,
right? Yeah.
But there's a level.
I mean, I agree. And I'm not saying disregard the past, but like my son was born in 2002, right? Yeah. So he's going to be 22 this year. And
oh, shit. That means my son going to be 23. I thought that nigga was going to be 22 this year. I done lost count. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
After a certain age, you're like, damn,
what's your name? Yeah.
Right? Let me do the math.
I take my pill.
But it's like, it's still the same thing because my son, everything before 2002 is history for him.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And he's growing up in a completely different generation.
Okay.
So his experiences are different.
Okay.
My experiences are different than my dad's.
Yeah.
Right?
Guaranteed.
But that does not mean we can't change it going forward. And I'm not saying erase the history. You can still remember it. But that does not mean that we are not accountable for what we do today. So a lot of people are stuck in like, well, this is what, we grew up in. Bullshit. If you're born in 1985, there's a lot of things you did not grow up with. Our parents did.
No.
No, I'm saying like our parents, like my dad, right? He grew up with a lot of it. By the time I got to middle school, and I became aware of a lot of things, my experience is different from my dad's, and my son's experience is different from mine.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that, no, you don't forget your history.
Okay.
Right? But I'm not going to just say like, oh, this is just, the past has made it the way I am today. We can change it. Black people have to be accountable, for what we do today. And I just feel like we're always caught in the history. We're not making progress forward. We're just stuck. We're stuck in a spot. And it's just like, okay, that is our history, but what are we going to do to not forget it, but like continue to move forward?
You can't, you definitely cannot move forward if you're constantly looking in your rear view. That is 100% a fact, and I couldn't agree with you more. What I am saying is we cannot vilify our culture because of the history. The fact of the matter is the history did happen.
Yeah.
And all of us are not going to just be on the same page. It's ideal. I would love for that to be a fact. But in order for us also to be able to move forward, we have to understand why the people who are constantly looking in the past are constantly living in the past. And there's no way for us to move forward and to correct everything you want to correct without accepting that part. That part has to be accepted.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's just the part I have trouble with.
I understand
because there's a lot we can accomplish, but if everybody's always looking at, this is what I grew up with on the TV, and this is,
sure.
I mean, now, and I say 2024 because TV has changed
a lot.
What my son sees on TV is not what I saw. It's not what my dad saw. So how can you say that now? And people are just continuous like, well, way back when. But like, I was born in 1985.
Sure.
What do you mean? My son was born in 2002. He doesn't see that on TV.
Your son 100% sees black men getting shot and killed on TV for completely just being black.
Yes.
So he is seeing it.
He's seeing it, but he's also seeing success.
Fair enough.
So, and I tell my son, there's a balance, right? There is going to be injustice. Yes. He knows what he has to do when he goes in a store. My son is 6'7", and he's a tall black male. So I had to teach him when you go in the store, you do this, you do that, you respect people. This is a different conversation. His dad had to have those conversations.
Right.
Me as a black woman, if I'm not smiling, I'm angry.
Yeah.
Right? So there's things that I have to do to change that naturally just because I'm black.
Right.
But my son has grown up to see a black president. Right?
Fair enough.
There's things he sees success.
Yeah.
He sees successful black people, not just in sports, but in every part in, the court system and whatever, doctors, whatever you want to say. So he sees that.
Yeah, but all that makes him do is be able to not have to say yes, massa.
And that's what I'm saying. But that is the step so what I'm saying is that is here. It is in the present. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
And people are like, well, in the past and, we grew up like this. But when I say focus on the right now, it's focus on like our kids' generation.
All right, hold on. Because I have to stop you. The reason I have to stop you is because what you're saying is that, the past in a general sense does not relate to the future. You grew up in this time and whatnot.
No,
wait a minute. No.
Oh.
No, I'm just trying to make a point. I'm
Okay.
not killing you for what you're saying. But what you're saying is that, you grew up in this time. So you see black excellence. You see this, you see that. But what you said to your own volition is, hey, I had to have a talk with my son and tell him X, Y, and Z and how to, and this, what, and his father had to have a talk with him. Do you think white people are having that same talk?
You mean with like their sons?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. I know they're not. To. No.
So, and that's today. We're not talking about years ago. Today, they're not having that talk with their sons because they don't have to.
Yeah.
We have to have that talk with our children because the same shit that was happening back then is happening now. You still cannot mouth off to the police, if you're black. If you white, go nuts.
Probably get away with it.
Go nuts. Yeah. They're going to apologize to you.
Yeah.
My point is that, even though it's past shit, we are doing shit that we had to do back then. These same conversations, the funniest part about this is the same conversations that you having with your son right now, present day and age. Those same conversations were happening in the 60s, in the 50s. Hey, when you see them police, God damn it, you abide. Right? It's scary. It's fucking scary. So We can't just discount it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. We cannot discount it. It's still prevalent, man, and they still fucking killing us at a high goddamn rate. Now, it's a lot of the time. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. It's a lot of these dumbass niggas. Oh, it's a lot of these dumbass niggas. I would have shot him too. I'd have shot the fuck out you. I saw nigga. I'd have emptied the whole thing. Listen, I saw some shit the other day. It was this nigga, man. Because the first thing you want to do.
That's how I want to say. Not all black people are innocent. Okay,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like, because as soon as I hear that it happened, I'm like, okay, let me see it. Let me see it, nigga, step by step. Was he innocent? Castro, he was innocent. Man in the car with his girlfriend and the baby in the back. Castro, I think he was out of Memphis or Minnesota or Missouri, one of those. He was innocent. It's a bunch of other ones that are innocent that I'm not going to just go into because I don't want to make it that real. But I saw one on the other. I saw some shit on the other day. It was in a grocery store or a store of some sort. The police was like, "Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Put the shit down." And niggas start running at him with the big ass hatchet. Like, you running at the police with the big ass hatchet, nigga. I'm shooting you too, nigga. I'm pop 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 pop. I'm
until you on your back.
Until you are just nigga incapacitated. So yeah, fuck that shit. Like, that shit right there. Like, I'm not looking at him like, oh, you're a black man, I gotta kill you. Or you're a white man, I gotta kill you. My nigga, you a nigga with a hatchet, I gotta kill you. That's simple.
Yeah.
Saw another one. Police showed up to the man's house. And honestly, I don't think he was like an adult. He was like 17 or something. And the police is at the door. And he like, what the, it's body camera. Yeah. You know, and then the nigga just come out of nowhere with something like just running at the police with the fucking thing. The police officer turned and ran away. This is a black man. The police officer, white, turned around and like ran. It was another officer that put him down. Wow. I would have put that nigga down in the doorway. I'd have put his ass down. My nigga, you I got kids to go home to. Yeah. I don't care what race you are. Yeah. I couldn't fucking care less. You're coming at me. You're threatening my life. You're done. You're done. Yeah. I'm going to park you right there, nigga. Yeah. I'm going to put your ass in park. So, you know, I always look at that. I'm always looking at the videos and the shit like, yo, could it be helped? Did you do something wrong as a black man? If you did the same thing a white man would have did and not got shot, then I got a problem with it. And I 100% believe that in both of those instances, that the man probably wouldn't have got shot. This day, I think, I don't care what color your ass was, you would have got shot.
I think so too.
Police are on alert.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what I mean by like in 2024. I'm not saying that, you know, black people are not profiled, because we are, and black people are not innocent. We do things, but do I think that it's highlighted now, like to, you know, for the police officers to be more aware, right? And not so like quick to shoot someone who's black because you think they're automatically a threat. Yep. Yeah, it has changed, and it will continue to change. Did I want to at one time become a police officer? Yes.
Oh yeah, you work for the police.
Yeah. So, and I just
no wonder.
Yeah.
No wonder you got this take.
But I just see things, and I think that like I just see things through like a different lens sometimes when it comes to certain issues.
Sure.
You know, and I just want to make sure that people, like, I'm not saying that, you know, black people are innocent or whatever, or that
or guilty,
or that there's always going to be racism. There's always going to be racism.
Always. There,
even in 2024. And yes, I have to have those conversations with my son, but I do it because I want him to come home alive.
Exactly.
Because he's a black male. He's intimidating.
100%.
You know? And I get intimidated when I'm around a big male and I don't know him. No matter what color he is, I get intimidated, you know?
Of course.
So I have those conversations, but at the end of the day, it's like things are different for a 21-year-old in 2024 than they are for a 21-year-old in 1965.
The only difference is that if it happens to him today, there are going to be more people in a general sense in an uproar. That's the only difference.
But that is a big difference.
That's a huge difference.
And we can hold these these cops accountable, and there's cameras and there's videotape. That's the hugest difference. Now a cop can't just go, manhandle someone.
He can.
No.
He can.
I will tell you off this recording what happens now. There is a difference.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, regardless of the repercussions, he can.
He can do it.
Sure.
Yes, he can, but there's greater repercussions now for it versus you could do it and they just be like, okay, he probably deserved it.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a difference. But now the lens on it is so much different. So that's what I'm saying. 2024, there is a difference. There's things that cannot get away with now as a law enforcement officer. You just can't.
That is correct.
So it is just different. So that's what I'm saying. When you have to when people say that, I'm like, but look at all the things that have changed because of the history, right? All the bad things that have had to happen, but
you're still discounting the fact.
I am very aware of the fact. What I mean is I just don't want people to live in the past and not realize.
Then don't have that conversation with your son. Don't tell your son, hey man, when you see, be respect. Don't have that conversation then.
Well, the reason why I have the conversation with him is because even if my son does everything right, he can still get shot. It doesn't even have to be by a cop. It could be by a person.
That's my point.
And at the end of the day, I want my son to come home.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So
exactly.
How can I say it? Has that part changed? The conversations you have to have with your kids?
It has not.
No, that has not changed.
No, wait a minute. Let's be clear, because you've been clear this entire pod and you've made yourself specific this entire pod. So I'm going to make you be specific right now. Have you had to have that talk with your black kids? Not kids, generally. Do you still have to have that talk with your black kids? That answer is yes. Do you still have to have that conversation with kids? No. A bunch of kids you ain't got to have that conversation with. But I want you to be specific like you've been specific all along. Okay. Black women, black men. Yeah, be specific right there. Black kids is the one you have to have that only.
I do. I have to have the conversation with my son as a black male.
That's right.
Yes.
Yep.
We had the conversation when he got older.
Yeah.
And he started going out on his own. And
you let that nigga out the house, huh?
Let him out.
Okay.
18, you can do whatever you want.
True that.
You are at a legal age, and he was over in Arizona. And my son had experiences in Arizona that he's never experienced before. He experienced racism.
Yeah, them niggas racist.
And, I had to tell him, people are going to say things to you.
Yeah.
They are going to say things to you.
Yep. And
I told him before he even left the house that I'm nice to you, but the world is not nice to black men like that.
They don't like us like that.
So you have to not react to these certain situations.
Yo, son a gangster?
He's not a gangster and that's the thing. My son is the sweetest kid ever.
How many niggas he punch in the face?
He's never been in a fight.
Oh, he is a sweetheart.
He's just one of those kids that he just is naturally, polite.
Yep.
And he is respectful.
Sure.
But if you are a white guy and you see this big kid coming towards you, you automatically think it's like, oh, he's gonna, do something.
Yeah, I walked in fucking Bev mode today with this on, and I probably had sleepy eyes, and I have resting mean face.
Oh, I have resting bitch face.
Yeah, I have resting mean face. So they well can see they automatically
natural bitch. You're
natural man. Well, motherfuckers be grabbing they shit like, is this nigga finna?
People like, why are you in a bad mood? I'm like, I'm great.
Yeah, I'm saying like, yo, I feel the best, nigga. I'm marvelous right now. What are you talking about? I feel fantastic. I don't know about you. How the fuck you doing today? Shit, with that fake smile, nigga. This is my real shit, nigga. Couldn't be happier.
My face naturally rests.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's nuts. You know what I mean? But I walk in, as soon as I walk in, white guy, you fucking looking at me and shit. I got a handful of money and shit. He looking at me. So I fucking look. I'm looking at him, nigga. Like, nigga, I just woke up. Nigga, I'm mean when I wake up. I do feel marvelous, and I am happy, but I don't give a fuck about you. Nigga, I probably make more money than you. Nigga, get up out of here with that bullshit. So, and I do that a lot, but on accident. Anyway, so, I get that all the time. I got that at work one time. And I talked about it on the pod before. But, I walk into a department that I don't walk into normally because they usually don't need me over there as surgery, pre-op. And I walked in. But funny thing is, a white lady walked in before me. Now, the lady at the desk probably already knew that white lady. I'm going to throw her some bail on that. But when I walked in after her, she was...
Who are you? Yeah,
who the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, her shit was like, who are you? I could tell on her face that was her get down. And she ain't nothing but a fucking secretary, bitch. I'm highly educated. Are you fucking kidding me? Bitch, all you don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a secretary. Yeah. And I'm not trying to kill nobody for what they do. I don't like to do that. I'm talking about this lady specifically. Bitch, you don't know what the fuck I'm here for. You feel me? Yeah. Don't give me that, like, what are you doing here look. Like, you in the, like, why your black ass in here kind of a look. So I get it at work today. This was like a couple weeks ago. Right? So, my point is that, it's just not the same, and it's not fair on either end. So all I would like to take from this conversation, in a whole, is that we are all different. How we feel about things is how we feel about things, but it's true that some things shouldn't be said, some things shouldn't be done, and whatnot. But just to sum it all up, as long as you're not hurting anyone else, do you? Do what the fuck you wanna do. Hey, I don't know if you know that Devin the Dude joint, but do what the fuck you want to do, man. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. This was a good pod. I'm glad you did this with me. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a really good pod, and I'm gonna go ahead and fucking post this one because I like this one. This one was good. This was good conversation. This was really good conversation. I'm gonna end this pod like this, man. Yesterday was history. Tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Y'all take it easy. Hey.